say how you really feel. Baby, just keep it real, baby, just keep it real.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Janetta, and I am still live at the Indie Fest. This is A1 Live Pop-Up, and I am here with the organizer of this amazing event. This is Mr. J-No, the Sun King. And J-No, I know you're more than just...
Say, get in the action!
Get in the action!
What he dabbing on him, okay.
Get in the action! Yo, we in here dabbing on the real. Y'all stay tuned, more to come. Action One Media Group. It's time to get into action, man. For real.
In your face.
Back in this thing again, A1 Live. We appreciate everybody that's checking us out via Facebook Live. Everybody checking us out on weareA1.com. Make sure that you go on Google Play and get the app. You know what I'm saying? The app is out now. You know what I'm saying? Apple coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Tell them quit making us jump through the loops, because we coming, man. You know what I'm saying?
Had a lot of people here, right? Doing different things for business. And I'm standing right here because we like to inspire action in media. We like to get y'all into action to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been looking for that black-owned beauty supply, we have one right here. And I am standing next to Krystal of Epitome Beautique.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Okay, so what I want to know is, first of all, let's talk about how you got started. Epitome Beautique. Where did this come from and how did you get started?
Okay, well, I mean, since growing up, I can always recall coming to or going to beauty supply stores, and it always perplexed me why the people that were selling us the products never looked like us. So as I got older, I began to question that more, and I just became fascinated with it. So when I got the means, I said, you know what, I want to do something to make a change. So I stepped out on faith and I opened my own store with the help of my...
Cause I'm calling for you.
Tiny GB.
Acting bad on them, run up the bag on them, press that gas on them, hit the dash on them. I'm trying to get the money, y'all ain't gon' stop me. I'm trying to get the money, y'all ain't gon' knock me. Acting bad on them, run up the bag on them, press the gas on them, hit the dash on them. I'm trying to get the money, y'all ain't gon' stop me. I'm trying to get the money, y'all ain't gon' knock me. See y'all done messed up, put some respect on my name. See why they mad at me? I'm trying to make a little change. This for all my workers, working for minimum wage. I can't be nice to them. Y'all gotta feel my rage. How you gonna count me out? I got hit after hit, showing that fake love. They been thinking they slick. I be Uber trapping, getting my money legit. And my bow tie shining. I don't put ice on my wrist. They be side talking. I be hearing the words. See my parents die. I done been through the words. All these fake rappers, they be getting on my nerves. Southside still holding. Had to go hard on my verse. Acting bad on them. Run up the bag on them. Press the gas on them. Hit the dash on them.
Action One, inspiring action.
Hey,
What's up, everybody? It is your girl, J. Nicole, and you are tuned in to the one and only A1 Live. And tonight we have an amazing guest. She goes by the name of Krystal Phillips. And we just want to talk to y'all a little bit about the joys and the beauty and the new age of Black beauty tonight. So y'all stay tuned. But before we get into, talking to our special guest, I just want to thank everybody out there who's been tuning in to A1 Live and, just tuning in on Twitter, Facebook, following us on Instagram, subscribing to our YouTube. You guys, we had a thing last week or this past month where we were trying to get up to 100 subscribers on YouTube, and you guys, our listeners and our people, we appreciate y'all because we were able to reach those 100 subscribers, and we got our official Action One Media URL for YouTube. So y'all don't have to just click on the link no more. You can just type in youtube.com/Action One Media, and we appreciate y'all for that. And those first 100 subscribers, be ready, because in August you guys will be able to join the A1 Live party for absolutely no charge. Because y'all mess with us, we mess with y'all. Now, on a serious note, we had a disaster here in America not too long ago. We had the tornadoes of Alabama. And, from the bottom of our hearts here at Action One Media, we just want to send our prayers and support to all of those affected, all of those who lost their lives, and all the families, and just everybody out there, the people who are working to rescue people, the people who are working to rebuild. We just salute you guys, and you guys have our deepest condolences. Okay, but to lighten it up a little bit, A1, we support our community, and in return, a lot of times our community supports us. And we don't always ask for things from our community, but if you would like to become a member and get some pretty cool perks of Action One, you can always do that on our website. You can go to weareA1.com/memberships and become a member. You get free access to events. You get a lot of cool little perks. So just go on our website, weareA1.com/membership, and just look into it. We're also looking for sponsors for this show and other shows as well. So if you would like to sponsor at #A1 Live, you can do that at weareA1.com/sponsorship. And that goes for any entrepreneurs, any business owners. If you guys want to sponsor us, you can get your commercial played during every A1 Live episode. And you can do that again at weareA1.com/sponsorship. Now, we also are looking for interns. So all of you guys who are interested in broadcasting, journalism, events, all of that type of good stuff, go ahead and go to our website as well, or send us an email to info@weareA1.com. Okay? Well, now we got the business out the way. Miss Krystal Phillips, how are you today?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for joining us. If you guys don't know, we met Krystal back at the Afro Chick 5K run. Shout out to the I Am Queen, Miss Astoria.
Yes, indeed.
So since then, when we met you then, you told us about your boutique. And if you guys don't know, she has an amazing business. We're going to go a little bit deeper into it when we come back from the break. So, yeah, let's go ahead and head out to the break.
Action One, doing it for the culture.
So I challenge you today to start strong.
It's a beautiful day and the sun is shining on me. I don't have a worry in the world, no, I'm carefree. Cause my rent is paid and my car note too. I got a couple extra dollars and I'm gon' cruise.
You feel the vibe is contagious.
Look in your eyes, it is dangerous. Grateful I
Growing up as a black kid in New Jersey, all I ever wanted to do was be a pro athlete. All of my role models were black athletes. And every time I would stare out the window and look at the sky and wonder what I'd be in the future, it always had to do with me catching some crazy football and scoring a touchdown. When it came to the point that I was told that I would not be able to play on an organized sports team for the rest of my life, it was something that I really didn't even know how to stomach in the moment. And I remember walking out of my cardiologist's office and just sitting in the hallway and breaking down for a few minutes just because it was something that I just couldn't plan for and couldn't account for. And I realized that in that moment, my entire life was going to be changed. And all of those dreams and hopes and aspirations that I had were going to go out of the window.
Today?
I'm good. Thank you.
So, you guys, Krystal is the owner of a black-owned, obviously, because she's a beautiful black melanated queen right here, and she owns Epitome Beautique. And at Epitome Beautique, our beauty supply store is where fashion and beauty unite. On top of being a high-quality cosmetics store and boutique, Epitome is your one-stop shop for beauty supplies, wigs, weaves, braiding hair, women's fashion, and limited salon services. Top quality products for your hair and unique fashion is their specialty. Nowhere else will you find a beauty supply store in Houston, Texas that has the selection, quality products, and value when you're on a mission to making yourself look fabulous. Stop by their store today to see what all the talk is about. Oh my goodness. Tell me, what is the talk about, Miss Krystal?
Well, Epitome Boutique is definitely not your typical beauty supply store. From the moment you walk in, we're focused on providing an experience.
Yeah.
So we're huge on customer service. I take my time curating the products that we do carry. So, I'm looking for the higher quality, the products that are good for our hair.
Yes.
So, I take that serious when I'm selecting which product lines that we'll carry in the store. We do have a nice selection of wigs, weaves, bundles, crochet, and braiding hair as well. And in the back, we do have a clothing boutique, which is not typical of most beauty supply stores. And we do have some fashionable pieces. So we would love to see, your viewers. We hope you guys will come and check us out.
That's amazing. And especially in this time, you don't see a lot of black-owned beauty supplies. A lot, and I'm guilty. A lot of the times we go to the beauty supply, oh my God, I have to go get this little wig cap, or I have to go get, something very small. You automatically just go to the closest thing. And a lot of times it's owned by, people of another ethnicity. And me, I'm a person who likes to support our own. I definitely like to support black-owned businesses all the time. How does that affect you? How do you see with things like that? How does that affect you in your business?
Well, one is it is unfortunate that oftentimes or most times when you go to the beauty supply store, it's not us, that you're giving your money to, and that is unfortunate. And I just wanted to be a part of that change. 90% in excess of 90% of the dollars that are generated in this business comes from women of color. However, you know, owning beauty supply stores, we represent less than 5%, and those numbers are staggering, and that should make everybody want to be a little more conscious about where they're spending their dollars. You know, the level of service is not the same, you know. Yeah, it bothered me for years, so I'm one of those people who like to
take action.
You know, definitely take action and be a part of the solution.
Yeah. So where did you first get the idea to do this? Have you always been an entrepreneur? Is this like was this a new step for you when you decided to open up Epitome Boutique?
It definitely was a new step. However, I haven't always been an entrepreneur. I did work in corporate America for 11 years, but I did have a small business before I branched out and did Epitome. I own Expressions photo booths. So we've been in business for 4 years now, Expressions, and we're still active. We're still, providing services for private events. But my job in corporate America, I was actually laid off, and that did not sit well with me because I've always been a high performer. You know, I've never had so much as a verbal warning, and to have that happen at a time, you know, I was literally 2 months back to work from maternity leave. I had just had my first daughter.
Oh, wow.
And my husband and I were in a brand new house, so we have, things going on. It was an exciting time, and to just get, hit with this out of nowhere, it just didn't sit right with me. So
the fact that they can have the power to just take something from you, and you have no control over it,
exactly.
I understand.
Exactly. So, but rewinding, it's kind of like the writings on the wall, because I had already been researching the business. I had been, put in time. I had actually spoken to business owners because I knew this was something eventually that I wanted to get into. I just didn't know when. And oftentimes I'll do that. I'll get passionate about something, I'll research it, but I won't take that step. So I do feel like it was divine intervention, you know, that happened at that time. And so I didn't even question it. Once it happened, I felt like that was God telling me that the time is now.
Yes.
So I was laid off in July of 2017, and in August of 2017, I was negotiating my lease.
There we go.
In my space, so.
It's nothing to it but to do it, right? You know, you have the vision, you have the faith, and you just step out on it and you go for your dream.
Absolutely.
And how long ago has that been? How long have you guys been in operation?
Well, okay, so we opened December of 2017, so we are coming up on our 14th month.
Go ahead.
So,
you know, making that year mark is amazing in any business. You know,
trust me. Yeah, that praise was something else.
Yes.
So
definitely.
it definitely has been a journey, but I love it.
So how did you sell so many different types of items in your store, and I know you take time in picking each one. Does that take up a lot of your, time within the day, just scouting, and how is that process for you?
It does. Not so much now. I know before, while I was doing the build out on the building, I was researching like crazy different products, and I knew I wanted to specialize in natural hair care. So that's when I really dove in and started researching some companies that are not as easily found. You can't find them everywhere, but they are, very high quality, really good products. So that's when I really, really was putting in the time and the effort to research these different companies. Now I still do it. I don't do it on a daily basis. I do get quite a few companies reaching out to me, wanting me to carry their product. And that's something that's important to me too. I like to help other small business owners and manufacturers, other, melanated sisters like myself. I definitely want to, you know, to provide a space for them to put their product on the shelves.
Yeah,
so.
that's amazing.
But I have to sift through that too because I get a lot. So, you know, I definitely want to be selective.
You have to. You have to be selective, or then you'll just be like everybody else, just putting everything in their store.
Right, and that's not
it
what
may not be good for you, you know.
And that's not what we're doing.
Exactly. You know, it's the epitome, baby.
There you go.
Epitome Beautique,
Indeed,
right?
indeed.
So, where are you guys located? Tell everybody where you're located.
We are at 6073 Highway 6 North, Suite C in Houston, Texas. If you're familiar with the area, we're at Highway 6 in West Little York. That's the nearest cross street. There's a CVS on the corner, and we're in the strip center right next to the CVS.
Oh, you know where? I know where that is.
Yeah.
See?
We're in between a Boost Mobile and a Faux restaurant. We're in that strip center, so.
Okay, that's awesome. So you guys need to make sure that y'all go out there and support her.
Please
okay. And do you have any other things in regards to your boutique that you want to showcase today on the show or let everyone know about? What about some of the brands, the different brands that you carry? Because my hair, I have like a wig on and stuff right now, and I'm
really
no shame on it, no shame. But up under it, I'm natural, and you know, I always have a hard time finding products, you know, for my hair because it's very coarse. I have like 4C hair.
Okay.
So could you recommend anything for someone with a hair texture like mine?
Absolutely. So what I tend to do whenever someone comes in the store and they are looking for a recommendation, I first a consultation might have you. So I ask you questions about your hair.
Okay.
Not just the type, you know, 4C hair is pretty common, but I also want to know, you know, is your hair really dry? Are you experiencing any breakage? You know, different things like that. When was your last chemical treatment? You know, things like that. And that tells me which product line would be best for you. So it's not a one size fits all, you know. Yeah, I'm going to ask you more questions than you'll ask me before I recommend anything.
Well, that's awesome. And that's another reason why we need to support Krystal and Epitome Beautique because, you know, if we go to the other beauty supplies, you can't get no help, you know.
No, they're going to point you to an aisle.
All your hair stuff is right there, you know.
Yeah.
So that's good. It's amazing that you've done your research like that, you know, because a lot of times people open businesses and they don't do their research. They just feel like it's going to be profitable or something. But I can tell that this is truly something, it's a passion for you. And,
it is.
You know, it's something that you put in your heart to, you know, give to the public to assist them with. And I appreciate that, you know. Do you have a lot of people that come in that need assistance, or a lot of people just already know what they want?
No. Because I think because we specialize in natural hair care, there's not a lot of beauty supplies that do that focus on that specifically. So on a daily basis, I get women coming in and they want recommendations. So that's when I really. Once I saw that, that makes me want to study more because I don't have a background in cosmetology or anything like that. I'm just self-taught. I research. And, you know, the more I learn, the more I want to continue to learn. So, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being self-taught. You know, the only reason people can teach something is because somebody way before them was self-taught themselves, and then they were able to pass on that knowledge. So
true.
You know, that's just real. You know. So that's awesome. You know, and as far as your events, I heard through a little birdie that you have an event coming up. Something's going on at Epitome Boutique this weekend.
I do. So this Saturday, the hair care line Curls, if you're familiar, they will be at Epitome. Their ambassador is going to be there, and I'm so excited. They're going to be introducing their new hair care line. They have the Green Collection. So they're going to bring that, and they'll be available to educate everybody on the new product line and why, you know, it's so bomb and it's so wonderful. And the awesome thing is you'll be able to receive a free full-size product Saturday from them. So yeah, you'll definitely want to come out and meet the ladies, learn about the new line, and try one of the products. So I hope you guys will come out. They'll be there from 12 to 3. So if you're available, we love to see you.
That's awesome. So, you know, we've talked about, you know, the boutique and the business, but as far as being an entrepreneur out here and a female entrepreneur, a black female entrepreneur, let's focus on that. You know, there are a lot of trials in starting a business, you know, and some people are in the process of starting businesses or wanting to start a business. Right. What piece of advice could you give someone on I guess first question is, what piece of advice would you give someone who has an idea of a business? What would you tell them to do as far as the first step or second step, third step, you know?
I would say the first couple of steps. One, don't lose that passion. If it's something that you continue to think about, continue to research, reach out to people who are already in that line of business or in that industry. Reach out to people and you'll be surprised. People are willing to help. And yeah, just research as much as you can. That's the first thing. The second thing is to get your funding in line. You know, I know some people start a small business and they grow eventually, or some people might want to jump out on the deep end like I did and do something, you know, that you got to put quite a bit of money into it. Yeah. But whether you are going to tap into your savings, whether you're going to take out a loan, you're going to access some money from your 401k, you're going to get grants, whatever it is, you want to have that in line before you start. You don't want to, you know, get too far in the process and then you're looking, you know, you're pulling for, you know, for a safety net. So I would just say definitely research and get your funding in line for whatever it is you want to do. So.
That's good. That's good advice, y'all, because starting a business is not cheap, and you're going to encounter things that you did not expect, you did not anticipate to have to pay this. You got to get a license for that. What? How much is that license?
Girl, taxes.
You know, those taxes
come from everywhere.
Yes, they do. Yeah. So what are some of the stumbling blocks that you had to overcome during the process?
So majority of my stumbling blocks were industry specific. So everybody, you know, is not going to experience some of the hurdles that I'm still having to hop over. But I would say starting out initially, you know, when I was scouting locations, I looked for, you know, I looked at so many locations and I wouldn't get calls. You know, I think sometimes it's better to have representation if it's a location that you really want. Sometimes if it's not the type of business that they want in their space, or, you know, I've encountered quite a few reactions. Right. You know? But people started to take me a little more serious once I did start working with a broker. I was trying to negotiate myself initially, which I still did, you know, even once he was representing me. You know, when we were at the table, you know, there was the date that I was supposed to actually get the keys, it got pushed back because of Harvey. Oh. The previous tenant that was in my location, they couldn't move out on time for whatever reason, and so I got pushed back. So, you know, my broker was just saying, you know, just be patient, but I'm like, no, I need some type of, you know, some type. We
understand it's a disaster, but at the same time,
but you know, this is how I'm trying to feed my family. Exactly. So, you know, so we went back to the table and we discussed it, and I had to take the lead, and it did work out in my favor. So
that's amazing. That's good. Okay, so guys, if you guys are having issues, you have stumbling blocks, don't give up. You know, you have to go in the right direction. If you have to hire somebody to assist you, you know, you have to do that, you know. And I know sometimes that can be expensive and you may not be able to, but it never hurts to step out on faith and just explain to somebody what you're going through. You never know who has the advice to help you, you know. Did you have any assistance, or was this all you, like completely all you? You didn't...
This was okay. In what regard to the
as far as business wise? Okay, you know, only for the business. Of course, you have assistants in life. You know, you know, you have people that support you in that way. But
no, I thought you meant like it was majority me. You know, and the help of the Lord, I can't take credit.
But give it to him.
but I did talk to a lady who was considering selling her beauty supply store, because I was talking to her about buying an existing store.
Okay.
But that was not it wasn't my true vision.
Right.
So I decided to go at it, you know, to start from scratch, and I'm glad I did. Yes, but sitting down with her, I learned a great deal. You know, she was open, and she explained a lot of things to me. So that helped a great deal.
That's awesome. You know, it's always good to have a mentor. Always.
Yeah.
Mentors are awesome.
Yeah.
One day I want to be somebody's mentor, but you know, currently I'm still being mentored myself.
You will.
No, because you know, you take in jewels, people give you jewels, and you want to pass them on. You know, even though I probably couldn't take on a full mentorship of someone, but I still like to give the knowledge that I receive to people every day. You know, so if I know something and I can give you that piece of information that's going to help you, then I'm definitely going to do that to you, because that's what we're about. We're about uplifting each other. Absolutely. You know, here in any way that we can possibly do that, you know? And I just feel like if more of us did that, you know, our people would move along faster, you know, and stronger and together, you know, instead of, it's a lot of stuff we could talk about, but we're not going to get into all that today.
Yeah, but I know where you're going, and I feel you 100%.
It's true, you know. So, what about being did you said you had another business, Expressions Photo Booth. Yeah. Is that something you want to talk about today?
We can.
Okay.
Yeah, we can. I love that business. I am passionate about that business. For that being my first venture, it's incredibly fun. It truly doesn't feel like work. So that's why I really I started that at a time where, to be perfectly honest, I was planning my own wedding.
Okay.
And I had gone to a bridal extravaganza, and you know, my friends and my sister, you know, we were like having fun going from photo booth to photo booth. You know, and it just seemed like something fun, a really cool business to get into. So when I left there, I went home that night and started researching, you know, researching the business and, you know, pricing, equipment, like everything. Now that was something that I was truly self-taught. I didn't talk to any other, you know, photo booth owners or anything like that. I just, you know, research is free. So, but I did a lot of that, and I've really enjoyed it. I made good money doing it, and it truly just, it doesn't feel like work. So you can't beat that.
Yeah, you can't. You really can't, you know. So how did you, I guess that's how you began being an entrepreneur.
Well, that helped me get over the fear, you know, because that's like a smaller business. It doesn't take as much, you know, capital to get started.
Right.
And, but once that really took off and, you know, I was like, you know what, maybe I can, you know, I can do this. You know, I could see myself doing this full time. And that was the ultimate goal before corporate America sped up the process for me.
Right.
But, that was always my end goal, to be a full-time entrepreneur.
Did you know that you wanted to do the beauty?
I did. Salon? I would say I really started to take it serious, I would say about my last year at my job. I had been researching, and when I talked to the lady who was selling her beauty supply store, that was before I was laid off. All of that was in place before. That's why I say when it happened out the blue like that, I knew that, you know,
it was what you were supposed to do.
Yeah.
So in today's day and age, and we talked a little bit on it, but with Black beauty, it's making a lot of strides right now. A lot of people are embracing their Black natural beauty and stuff. Yeah, I love it too. How do you feel about how the age of Black beauty is today versus where it was even 10 years ago or even 20 years ago?
You could really say 5 years ago.
Yeah, you can.
I love it. I love that we are becoming more unapologetic about loving ourselves and our natural form, be that our hair, you know, we could, you know, give or take makeup. We don't necessarily need it. I just love that we are, you know, embracing our curves, certain things that we weren't proud of years ago, and you didn't see as much in mainstream media. You know, it wasn't celebrated. So to see, you know, to start see it more, I'm just loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving the little kids who are natural. That totally just warms my heart.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I know my daughter, she's 9 and she's natural.
Oh.
She loves being natural, but she doesn't like to get her hair done.
Oh, really?
You know why.
Yeah.
Mama's kind of rough-handed. I try not to be. It's not on purpose, you know. And and it's also, I haven't found the right products to use in her hair either.
Okay.
You know, so I need to stop by Epitome.
Come on,
to
girl,
see what we can do for my baby.
We have a whole little kitty section.
Yes.
Of natural products. So.
Yes, that's amazing. So, you said there was another event in March that you're gonna be a part of.
Yes, and
what is that?
Now that I'm really, really excited about. This is gonna be our first pop-up shop. It's called Hidden Gems Pop-Up Shop.
I like the shop.
Yes, indeed. So we are opening our doors to other vendors, other small business owners who sell unique products or services.
Mm-hmm.
We have room for 10 vendors to come in and sell their items, and we're definitely gonna market to our demographic to come out and support us. Support other small business owners. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, connecting to other entrepreneurs and giving them a platform and giving them a space to come and offer their products. And this is hopefully the first of many. I would love to do this on an ongoing basis.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm noticing a lot of Black-owned business markets, not just beauty, markets, but just markets, period, popping up around the city of Houston. I always think that, that's a good way for the community to participate in supporting Black-owned businesses. So we can keep those dollars, circulating in our community. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that... I think, there's one thing. I see a lot of separate ones popping up around. I would like to see one big, gigantic market of us. Because if you notice, in other communities, like the Hispanic communities, they have, like, these humongous flea markets and stuff like that. It's a beautiful thing, you know. I actually got caught in traffic not too long ago driving coming to the station right here off of Hillcroft, and they have this humongous flea market and so many people, and it's a beautiful thing because everybody said they're just circulating dollars. That's something that I would like to see in our community. Couldn't you visualize something like that? And they have all types of hair, an Epitome Beautique there, all types of companies, just come together.
Absolutely. I think we are making strides. Yeah, we're getting there. There is a market. There's a couple of them I can think of. I know the Shrine of the Black Madonna does have, I think it's the Buy Black market.
Yeah, they do it like once a month or...
Yeah. And the Buffalo Soldiers Museum also has a really big market that they do. I think that one is twice a month. But... and I love it. I love that they bring so many small businesses together. But I think it's a beautiful thing. But there is nothing like that on the northwest side of town. And everybody, it may not be the most convenient for everybody to drive inner city, So I just, I think it's cool to have that on our side also. Because to my knowledge, we haven't had anything like that.
And it's a lot of us over there. I know the side of town. I have family that lives there, and it's a lot of us there. And we go. You see a lot of Sallys. You see, no hate, no shade on you, Sally. But you're right. I had never thought of it that way. You see a lot of that stuff in the inner city here in Houston. You don't see it spread out. So maybe that's something we need to work on, guys. Definitely. So, do you have any favorite products that you like to use in your hair?
Ooh, you put me on the spot. I do. I have a few favorites, although I try a lot of different ones. So because I want to speak from experience when I do recommend products. And right now, and I am not plugging them because they'll be at the store Saturday.
I asked the question, okay? I asked the question.
But
it's not a plug.
I am in love with Curls Blueberry Bliss Curl Control Jelly.
Mhm.
I love it. I love how it I use it in my, I have a 2-year-old and I use it in her hair as well.
Oh, well, yeah.
But yeah, I love it. I love it when I do my wash and goes, which more times than not ends up in a ponytail because I'm low maintenance.
I seen your wash and go though. Your wash and go was nice.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I do a wash and go or twist out. That's my go-to also.
Mhm.
And I use it for both styles, and it's just a really nice product.
So how can a product get into your store? If someone has a product that they've been working on, it's their passion, and they like, well, maybe I need to take that step and see if I can put it in Epitome Beautique. How would they go about doing that?
I would say email is the best way. I get a lot of people in my DMs, which I don't mind, but I'm just not the best at getting to my DMs right away.
And it's not professional, guys. You know, it's not. It's, you know, Instagram is used for, you know, to keep people entertained and, you know, keep them abreast of your products and, you know, whatever content that you're putting out. But when it comes to handling business, get that email address, get that phone number, reach out, you know. That's a little tip of the day.
Please take heed. But I have still connected with people in a DM. But send an email with if you have a line sheet, give me a little history about your product. You know, come to the store if you're here in Houston. I would like to meet you face to face. So that, you know, that's definitely a good way. You know, maybe call and see the best time to come. But an email is the best way to connect.
Okay. You want to give them that email or?
Sure. It's info@epitomeboutique.com. And that is info@epitomeboutique.com. And emphasis on boutique, not to be confused with boutique. So
okay, it's Beautique,
right?
Okay, it's cuter than your average boutique. Okay,
there you go.
So I know we're about to go ahead and head out to break in just a second. RJ, go ahead and kick that.
It's time to take it to the next level. It's time to be better than who you were yesterday. Commit to being better. If you keep doing the same things, you're going to keep getting the same results. You should be hungry for better. You should be hungry for more. You should be hungry for your best self. At the end of the day, if you're the best one in your team or you're the best one in your class, then you need a new class or a new team because it's not pushing you to become your best self. But better's not going to come easy. It's going to require a different you. It's going to require a different mindset. But that's what you should want. You should want to stretch. You should want to learn. So whatever you have to do to become better, do it. If you have to read those books, if you have to take that class, whatever you have to do to become better, you need to get it done because it's time to rise up. It's time to get to that next level. Your best you is yet to come. So at the end of the day, I encourage you, be your best self. It's time to level up. Peace.
Action 1, inspiring action.
Hey, what's up, everybody? A1 Live, it's your girl, J. Nicole, and I am still here in the A1 studio with the lovely Miss Krystal Phillips.
Hello, hello.
Man, I know y'all missing somebody on the camera right now. Shout out to our brother Atum Ra. He is out traveling the world right now. I think he's in Florida right now, so shout out, Atum. We miss you up in here, baby. Okay. But, you know, I'm okay because I have some good company and some good conversation with Miss Krystal Phillips here with Epitome Beautique. So, we're almost done. But before we go, I do have a couple of questions for you. As far as Black beauty, I'm going to say this. We just got out of what they call Black History Month.
Yeah.
I consider Black History Month all year round. You know,
right.
It's just Black History is, Black History. There is no time limit on it. So for me, I feel like you're one of those people that are currently making Black history by opening up your own Black-owned beauty supply in a world, in an environment where that's not the normal, you know? So you're making that change right now. Where would you like to see the industry of Black beauty in the future?
I would love to see more of us. I mean, it's needed. The time is definitely now. It's actually way past due.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if we're spending the money, we definitely need to take ownership of this industry. So I would love to see more and more Black-owned beauty supply stores pop up everywhere. And I will say that I've been blessed to have met, even via social media, met other beauty supply store owners across the country.
Okay.
And I'm seeing more pop up all the time, you know, but I would love to see more here in Houston. You know, it's enough business for all of, I mean, if they have them on every corner, why can't we?
Exactly.
You know, so if there's anybody interested in getting into the business, and I wouldn't say it if I didn't truly mean it, you know, if I can help, I'm here, you know, somebody helped me, you know, so but yeah, we definitely need to see more. I love that I'm seeing more manufacturers creating their own products as well, because for the longest, it would annoy me, and I'm sure I'm not the only person, going to Target, going to Walmart, and we were relegated to a tiny corner a couple of shelves, you know, and we just had to be okay with that.
Yeah.
And our hair is so diverse. I mean, it's not just one type of hair, but now, you know, they've come on board. They see the marketability of our hair. So now they have a whole section. You know, Target has a whole section. And while that's good that they're now, you know, giving us the respect, or, you know, giving us the space that they give to the other ethnic hair care companies. But
it's sort of like they have no choice.
Right. Yeah. They respect dollars. I'll say it that way. So they see that it's money in, you know, Black hair care or ethnic hair care. But you know, don't forget about us. I'll say that. You know, yes, it's convenient. You know, you're already in Walmart getting whatever you need, groceries, whatever. But don't forget about us. I'll say that.
And, you know, the thing that's going to set you apart, too, is the fact that they can come to you and actually figure out what they need for their hair. You know, they can't go to Walmart and just ask, hey, Walmart employee,
better not,
can you give me a recommendation for what I need for my 4C hair?
Right.
You know, they can't do that, but
that'll be an interesting conversation.
But with you, they can. So, you know, that's can you imagine it, though? You know, it's, if you can find a Walmart employee, let me get started on Walmart. You know, I swear, Walmart have the most employees that cannot be found on any day and any time. I swear, if I'm looking for anything, but when I don't need a Walmart employee, I see a million of them. But as soon as I need one, I cannot find one.
That's my
experience. I can't hardly find an open register with an employee working at it. They have all this self-checkout. Okay, we're going to get off of them. We're gonna because they didn't pay no bills up in here. We're going to stop talking about them. So, again, tell everybody how a product can be considered to be in your store, how they can do that, what the email address is.
Again, the email address is info@epitomeboutique.com. Yeah, just shoot me an email, you know, give me a little back history, or, you know, just tell me a little bit about your company, why you started. I think that's important to know. For me, it is anyway. You know, and send your line sheet, and we'll definitely consider it.
So, it's getting towards the end, and, you know, we've been talking about all types of stuff, but just to lighten it up a little bit, tell me some tips. What are some good Black beauty tips that you can tell me about? It don't have to be about hair. It could be about skin, anything. What are some, give me your top, can you give me 5 tips?
Oh, okay,
or
yeah.
5 tips? Yeah. Okay, top 5 tips.
Okay, top 5 tips, not just hair care related. One random one, but can save your life. This is a good one.
I like life-saving stuff.
So some people may like to put on their makeup before they get dressed. If you are one of those people and you're wearing any color, you know, you don't want to get makeup on your clothes, get you a shower cap, one of those plastic caps, put that over your face, cover your neck, and then you get dressed.
Oh,
and you won't get any makeup on your clothing.
That's a good tip. I never ever thought about that.
It works, girl. I'm telling you.
Right. See, that's when you have the experts. You can get good tips that you never thought about. Okay.
That's a good one. Another one is baby wipes. Baby wipes work wonders to get stains off of clothes, and yeah, you'd be surprised.
And there I go thinking baby wipes was just a wipe.
Oh
your
no,
baby's
yeah,
booty.
yeah.
Okay.
No, baby wipes. Yeah, they work wonders.
So they get stains off of clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
no, I mean
awesome.
I'm not gonna sit here and say like
Not
red
all
wine
your-
stains.
yeah.
Not that extreme, but it definitely does help.
Yeah,
you know,
that's awesome.
It helps
That's good
lift
to know.
stains. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's two. The third one, I know I've educated a lot of people at the store. Some people have never even heard of it, but knowing the porosity of your hair can save you a lot of money and a lot of time with trying, tons of different products. If I feel like that's the one key or one of the main keys into determining what product line is going to work best for your hair, or what product in general is going to work best for your hair. That tells you a lot about your hair. So whether you have 4A, 4C, 3A, whatever, knowing that porosity level of your hair is going to help you.
A lot of people don't know. So how's a way that they can figure out what their hair porosity is?
So, in case anybody doesn't know what porosity is, that just basically tells you how your hair absorbs products and retains moisture. So you can either have high porosity, you can have low porosity, or you can have normal porosity, which is what you want. But a quick way to test it is the next time you wash your hair, before you put any products in it, any styling products, just take a strand of your hair and you will drop it into a clear cup or a glass of water. And if that strand of hair floats at the top, that means you have low porosity. And low porosity hair, those people they're prone to product buildup because your hair doesn't absorb products well. It kind of just sits on top.
Okay.
So that's low porosity. If your hair kind of swims in the middle, then you have normal porosity, and that's ideal. And if the hair sinks to the bottom, you have high porosity. That means your hair is very porous, and it'll retain or it'll absorb moisture, and it'll absorb products, but it'll lose that moisture, and it'll lose the product, very fast because of the holes in the hair shaft. So, yeah, those people, their hair gets very frizzy, very tangled, yeah, there's certain characteristics for each hair type that might help you determine as well. But yeah, that's a quick test to tell you, what your porosity level is.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut off your tips like that. I just, some people just don't know, so I just try to get them informed, So go ahead and what's your tip number 5? Was that number 5 or were we on number 4?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Another tip. Let me see. This is not anything that anybody probably hasn't heard of, but tying your hair up at night can save you. It can definitely save you from damaging your hair, and it can save your style. So I know a lot of naturals, whether they're doing a twist out or a pineapple, what have you, using a satin or a silk scarf and making the hair go upward. I mean, you can still lay on your back, lay on your side, and then when you take that scarf down, and shake your hair out, it'll fall back in place. So it'll make your style last longer, and the satin or the silk material will save your hair from breakage on like a cotton pillow. If you have cotton pillowcases, it'll save you. So kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah. So what about bonnets? Are bonnets still good to use, or?
Yeah, bonnets are good.
But the tie is better.
It's to your preference.
Okay.
Yeah, it's to your preference.
Okay. Just because I be up in a bonnet, I need to know if I need to upgrade.
Well, I mean, it depends on how you want to save the style.
I understand.
Yeah.
I get it. So, all right, y'all. Again, this is A1 Live. I am Jay Nicole, and I would like to thank Miss Krystal Phillips for coming and dropping us some jewels about natural hair care and letting us know all about Epitome Beautique. Krystal, go ahead and tell everybody how they can reach out to you, how they can find you on social media, your website, your email, all of that good stuff.
Okay. So first, I would love for you guys to come visit our store. Again, we are located at 6073 Highway 6 North, Suite C. And in Houston, that is Highway 6 at West Little York, that intersection. And we're next to the CVS on the corner. You can follow us on social media on both Instagram and Facebook at Epitome Beautique or just Epitome Beautique. Our website is www.epitomeboutique.com. And if you want to shoot me an email, you can reach me at info@epitomeboutique.com.
All right. So next time we're gonna have to get you to come in and do us some examples or something.
Okay.
Maybe you can bring in one of your people and get some little samples or examples of stuff, so the people can see.
Yeah, absolutely.
We should set that up. So, everybody, again, it's your girl, Jay Nicole. You've been watching A1 Live. Remember to go on our website. We have some cool stuff on there. WeAreA1.com. You can catch all of our podcasts that air on Action One Media. Shout out to Dabbing on the Reel. You can catch their show every Saturday at noon, and you can also catch Traveling with TVMA the T every Saturday at 2 p.m. And don't forget to tune in to SG2 on Space tomorrow, Thursday at M with your host Shinga. And you know what? That's a cool show, y'all. I just gotta let y'all know. He tells you all types of stuff about space, about the space cowboys. It's really like a whole new frontier in space going on right now, and it's also opportunity for entrepreneurship up there. So you guys really need to tune in tomorrow, 8 p.m. SG2 on Space. Action One Media on WeAreA1.com. You can tune in on YouTube, Twitter, Periscope. That is Twitter. Catch clips on IG as well. Again, it's your girl, Jay Nicole, A1 Live, and we are out, everybody. Get in the action.
Action One, inspiring action.
Cause I'm calling for you. Can you feel that? See, I'm calling for you. Can you feel that? Yeah. See, I'm calling for you. Say how you really feel. Say how you really feel. Yeah. Baby, just keep it real. Baby, just keep it real.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Janetta, and I am still live at the Indie Fest. This is A1 Live Pop-Up, and I am here with the organizer of this amazing event. This is Mr. Jano, the Sun King. And Jano, I know you're more than just...
Everybody say, get in the action.
Get in the action.
What he dabbing on him? Okay.
Get in the action. Yo, we in here dabbing on the reel. Y'all stay tuned, more to come. Action One Media Group. It's time to get into action, man. For real.
In your face.